Good day to you wherever you are. It is Saturday morning here in Santa Fe, New Mexico, USA. Um, it's been a long time coming that uh, I wanted to come and wanted to present and wanted to talk and wanted to share, and a lot of reasons I haven't been doing it up until now. And one of them was looking for a place to start and a place to meet you here in this media. And there are a lot of you that I know, and there's a whole heck of a lot of you out there that I don't know. If you're seeing me for the first time, my name is Guru Jivan Singh Khalsa. I also have other names, come in many stories, a lot of stories, and I think that part of what this YouTube page and this YouTube presentation is about today and about moving forward is sharing with you what I've learned or what I'm still struggling with or still going through or wishing that I didn't have to go through it or whatever the mechanism of it is. But today's topic is trauma. And it's something that I think that we all have a very, very, very intimate relationship with or have had. And it's something that I've been dealing with a little bit more honestly and a little bit more directly and a little more in a cognitive way in the last 4 or 5 years. That being said, the trauma that I started dealing with then was trauma that I picked up uh, throughout my life, but predominantly from 1966 to 1970, serving in the United States Navy during the Vietnam era. There were things that occurred and things that happened that really rewired my brain and my heart and my feelings and my emotions and changed me for a long time. Kept me from realizing a lot of good things in my life, and certainly the impact of trauma that happens in the moment uh, really keeps us in that moment to one degree or another until we find a way or we're guided to that way or we just sit down and refuse to get out of the way of it and face it and see what's happening going on in our lives that uh, came about because of some significant event. And so on a scale, on a platform of that experience, there are experiences that we have that we call trauma, and different aspects of it and different parts of it get dealt with in that moment. And in that moment, an enormous amount of that experience is transferred throughout our body into our physical body. And we get up and we start moving again. If we're fortunate and we're lucky, we can do that. If we have support and we have training and we have experiences, generally speaking, trauma in our life is about it happened and we got to get going, get moving, get on to the next thing in our life. And on the surface, that can look really good. On the surface, that can give us focus and purpose to keep moving forward. Sometimes in the body of that trauma, there can be something that is held in that experience that you find out somewhere else down the road in your life that you're being held by something. Now it's 5 days or 5 years down the road. You may not have the same cognitive awareness of what it is or what it even feels like in your body to be held by an experience that you've seemingly already gone forward with. So from the year, in my experience, from the year that this occurred, somewhere around 1968 until about 2017, 2015, that core body of the trauma was being held in my physical body. And it created a discord in my physical body, between my physical body and my mind, my brain, my nervous system, my physical body and my heart. There was much going on and much that was being accomplished. But every step forward seemed like there were 2 or 3 steps backwards that I wasn't dealing with, or I didn't deal with in a heartfelt way or a clear mental way. As a way of introduction, however you are coping with that core trauma in your life, and the list is beyond one's military experience or one's life experiences, or it occurs, it happens. That trauma is not always physical. And that trauma can be a very, very emotional event in your life, such as being close to someone or being in a situation where the closeness with that individual gave you a sense and a feeling that there was a reason or a purpose to keep moving on. And all of a sudden that person is removed from your life. That can be felt as a very deep impacted trauma in your body. And in the next step or the next breath, we are pushed, we are forced, we are cajoled, we are, please, come on, keep going. You must let go of whatever it is that you're holding on to keep moving forward in your life. Well, an interesting thing happened 20, 30, 40 years along this road. There were events and there were circumstances that it just felt like I was out of control. I was under the influence of my own anger and fear and insecurities and being triggered and aggravated by everything else going on around me. And we can have an opportunity to address that. And at the same time, there was something inside of me that was hollering and screaming, keep running, boy. Keep going. Don't stop here. You're not ready to deal with this. You don't want to deal with this. You don't know what it is. You don't know where you've been. You don't know where you're going. And all of the intensity of the emotions of something, I didn't know what it was. I had no idea what it was. It was like a ghost off out there somewhere. It happened to somebody else. So this introduction, and I will come back to it. I marked it. This is trauma number 1. I'll come back to them and I will speak and I will share and I'll step away from this venue and my life will go on. And the process that I'm opening up inside of myself, and the wanting and the willingness to share with you that wherever you're at, we can keep going. And if we want to keep going in the healthiest way, it is a good idea to deal with your feelings and your emotions and your physical body and where you're at and what's going on, and really get more focused here. And at the same time, you want to make sure I would like to see you have, because I have had, and I still do, have a lot of support of other individuals around me that perhaps are very compassionate, perhaps they're very patient, perhaps they're very tolerant, perhaps they're very empathetic to the suffering that is caused by holding on to something for so long. And we'll get into that, because I have some feelings about this idea. Well, if I'm holding on to something and it's troubling me and it's bothering me and it's causing trauma in my life, and I'm spreading that trauma onto other people, that somehow I'm supposed to let go of that. And where I am at today, where I have come to today, to the point of what I would like to share with you today, that this is vital. This event is vital. It's as vital to you going forward as it is to you finding the expression of who you are and where you're at, where you've come from, where you're going, and what's your purpose. Is my purpose just to let go of my vitality? Poof. What happens when we let go of our vitality? What I found in this work with this was that it was a very vital, there was something very vital in that trauma. There was something very vital in that experience. There was something very vital in that moment. It's you. It was me. There was nobody else there. And all of everything that's taken shape and form around that event is just as vital. And it may just be, for you, the most vital thing is to spend time with it, to find expression for it. And find a way to sit with it, look at it, focus on it. If it needs to be embraced, embrace it. If it needs to be confronted, confront it. If it needs to be elevated, elevate it. It's a life experience. There's nothing else happening here. Contrary to all the popular media such as this, there's nothing else going on here but you. You and you. Every one of your experiences are vital. What do I do when I'm in a vital experience of my life and I don't like the feeling and I don't like where I'm at and all of that? Change the vibration. Elevate yourself. Find guidance within yourself to elevate yourself. Bring that vitality of yourself with it. Here's the trauma. Here's the vitality. Understand it and elevate the energy of it. It's not getting rid of anything. It's just elevating the energy of our life experience. Everything works on vibration. Everything works on attitude. Some attitudes will drive you into the ground, and some attitudes can literally elevate you. And this trauma is yours. And this vitality is yours. And if you're stuck in something you don't like, it ain't me that's can fix it for you. There's only one person who can do that. Huh? Can I say? You have to do it. So then we learn in the process of, oh my gosh, I'm in this. This is mine. I'm going to deal with this now. Whoa, I should have dealt with it 40 years ago. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Here we are today. Right now, all I can say, the most important thing for you to do is to embrace your vitality. And it is the total picture of your life right now where you're at. Everything up to this moment in your life that you can remember consciously. And the things that we no longer remember consciously that are in our physical body, that is in our physical body. It's your time. It's your place. Where else are you going to go? First step, sit with it. Stop running from it. Stop finding ways to distract yourself from yourself. Bring it home. Bring yourself home. There's no guarantee. This is it. There's no guarantee that tomorrow is tomorrow. This is it. Right now. Make a plan right now to sit down with yourself right now today and have this conversation with yourself. Thank you. I will be back. If there is time to do it, I will step forward again and again. Drop me a note and we'll find the inspiration to keep doing it. Have a blessed day. Okay? Love you all. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.